What are we doing, Seth?
Well, hello. Now, have you heard of this name? Kemi Badenoch. Now, if you haven't, well, here we go. I'm going to introduce you. She's very well known in Europe, especially in UK. And she is potentially, might be the next Prime Minister of England. Fantastic news, right? Yes. And she's going to be the first black woman to lead a major conservative party in UK. Kemi Badenoch. Child of immigrant parents, and she's doing so well. So that's the potential PM that you're seeing right there. Kudos to her. I wish her the best when the election comes in 2029. But so far for that, cherry news. But here's the catch. She has a path of how she might just win that election. And what is that path? It might just affect some of us. I want you to watch this video and we'll talk about it when we come back.
Britain is our home. It's not a hotel. I want to reduce immigration and make living here actually mean something. So I'm announcing that the Conservative Party is going to do the following things differently. 1. If you want to stay in our country permanently and apply for indefinite leave to remain, the time you have to live here before you apply will increase from 5 years to 10 years. 2. You will have to be a net contributor with a high enough salary, especially if you want to bring family members with you. And if you've got a criminal record, you're banned. 3. If you've claimed benefits or need social housing, you can't even apply. 4. We will increase the time before you can apply for a British passport from 12 months to 5 years, meaning it will take a minimum of 15 years to start an application.
Okay, immigration. Now, this is Trump part 2 on another level now in the UK. What can I say? What are we doing, Seth? Now, she's setting a path to winning that election, and she's using immigration as a major tool, and she has laid out the rules. You can imagine. So for you to come into the UK to be a citizen, it will take you forever, so to speak, about 15 years or maybe over to be a citizen of UK. And if you are planning to, work there, or you're planning to bring your family, you have to be earning very, very good money, to be staying in the UK. Because according to what she said, it's not an hotel. UK is not an hotel. It's the residence where people stay. So it has to be done her way. Now, I don't know how that is, is a huge proposal. And that is the platform that she's working on. What surprises me is, this is part of what we talk about, and I'm going to be a little bit sincere, and I want to get your take on this. Black on black. It's not just for black folks. This is immigration, the whole 10 yards from whoever wants to come to the UK. But it's also going to affect us as a black country. And I don't blame her. Would I blame her? No. She has to do what she has to do to get what she wants, right? In this case, hey, immigration is a tool. So I wonder if, I know economically in Europe, the people immigrating into Europe are doing a lot to make Europe what it is. They've been doing that from from slavery to date. And Kemi, who was born in the UK by immigrant parents from Nigeria, is now going to make it even more difficult for those that are going to do or come the way she did. Wow, what a life! There's this thing that they say that sometimes when you bite the finger that feed you, the impact or the circumstances that will come around it might be very great. So in this case, the system that actually encourages you to come, you're now making it harder for those that will come behind you. How do you explain that? I mean, now it's harder. And so she's saying 10 years for residency. Did you understand? And another 5 years on top of that to be a citizen. 15 years. You heard what she said right there. That's a lot of time. So for those of you that have the intention of going to the UK, you better go when you are young. Don't go when you are in your 40s or 50s. By the time you become citizen at all to gain anything, to have any benefits, you'll be in your 70s. What are we doing, Seth? But more seriously though, she is a citizen of the UK and she's doing what she has to do. But my key point here is, in the United States, look at what they are doing about immigration. Look at what is going on. Everybody's running helter-skelter if you're not a citizen and all that stuff. Doesn't that just tell us that, come, we came from somewhere. Why can't Nigeria be good enough so that people will stop living there? Because the shakara all over the world is getting 3 months. not just too much, right? Nigeria, why can't you take care of yours? Now it's becoming an embarrassment going to stay in another country to make ends meet. Because the people, they are doing a lot of too much shakara for us, okay? They are playing on us, throwing us up and down, okay? Look at what even Kemi, our own Kemi, is making it so hard, even for our own people to come to Europe. Is it not better that we stay back and our leaders take care of Nigerians, in this case? Africa generally. There's a lot of migration from Africa to Europe, to America and all of that. Meanwhile, Africa is the richest continent. How do you explain that? Sometimes I get so baffled why our leaders can't just sit down and manage the resources to take care of the people. When are we going to stop being embarrassed like this and have some pride and take care of our people? Question there, all right? So I just thought I should just let you know what, and you understand. Like, hey, I know politics. When it comes to politics, you don't trust anybody, not even Kemi. Why? Because she has her own ambition and you can't stop her. Like I said, I wish her the best. But Nigeria, in this case, it is time you start taking care of your people. The embarrassment is getting too much. We know as Nigerians, we excel all over the world. As usual, look at Kemi. It's a testimony right there. Breaking all the records. Potentially might be the next prime minister. And why not? But we can excel in our own country too if we keep our best talents. Nigeria can be one of the best countries to be. And that is not an exaggeration. So I think it's about time we take this as a lesson to see how we can make our own country great too. And I don't think it would take too much for that to be achieved. Leaders of Africa, it's time that we now sit back. Instead of fighting each other, look at Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, having fights among themselves as brothers, even involving Rwanda too. Regional fights. It is time we stop fighting and love each other. We keep saying this. If you look at my videos, it's all about making Africa proud and great. That is what we're doing. Rather than doing black on black against each other, stepping on ourselves just to be up there when there is enough resources, enough to go around on a daily basis. What are we doing, Seth?
What are we doing, Seth?